Hello, this is Thorin from Gamers.nu, reporting from the CPL Summer event in Dallas, Texas. Sitting next to me is Ksharp from 3D. Hi.
Hello.
Introduce yourself and your clan.
I'm Kyle Miller and Ksharp from Team 3D, and we're based all around the United States. So,
What has your impression been of the event so far?
it's really run pretty good so far, and it's been a nice setup. And I think it's just about the same as all the other CPLs. Always run pretty good.
Have you had the chance to practice versus any other teams before the event?
We came down to Texas a little early and practiced with RS for a little bit, and we got to practice them for a little bit. And I think against Gamers.nu, and that's about it so far.
Being one of the top clans in America, do you find that you have a lack of good practice partners?
We can usually find some people to scrim online, but I think on LAN, there's not too many a lot of teams we can practice against, like over in Europe, how they LAN together all the time. It'd be a nice thing to have here in America.
You have 3 of the X3 starters in your lineup, so maybe you can tell me what caused the breakup of the best clan in America.
I think definitely just after CPL, nobody really felt like playing anymore. Even before CPL, we weren't playing so much, and 2 of them really didn't really feel like playing anymore. So we just kind of split off and did our own things.
So how would you compare the new 3D with the old X3 then?
I think we have at least equal skill for sure, and maybe better team play. We'll see in the CPL.
What do you think of the seedings that have been posted?
I think they're generally pretty fair as far as everyone's concerned. I think it'll make a good tournament with the seedings as far as Euros and Americans go.
So who are your favorites for this event then?
Well, definitely, I guess if SK is here, they're supposed to do pretty good, and I've heard Meridia's supposed to be pretty good as well.
So would you say that any team was especially over or underrated?
I'm not really sure of any overrated teams. Nordic did get the first seed, and I'm not sure if that's the same people as the clan's supposed to be, but we'll see how they play.
What are your most and least preferred maps for the tournament?
I definitely like Nuke the most, and I do not like Cobble or Dust 2, really.
How well do you think your team handles pressure?
We're pretty good under pressure. I mean, last year, the same 3 people, I mean, we got all the way to the finals and, didn't really crack, and we brought it pretty close, and I think we can handle this year.
So after last year's performance, how well do you expect to do this year, and what would you be content with?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a new team this year, and different competition, and it's a different game. 1.5 is a lot different from 1.3, so I think, I mean, anywhere in the top 5 would be really good for us this year.
Before this event, I noticed a lot about one of your players, Bronx, being banned from the CPL event because of violating auto-birth rules. What's your take on the whole affair?
I think he definitely knew about the rule before he went to the qualifier in Canada, and if he wanted to play it smart and safe, he should not have gone. So whatever the CPL decided to do, I guess, was fair.
So how did you cover your expenses to the event then?
We won a Web2 Zone tournament up in New York, and it was a qualifier for CPL, and they paid for everything, hotel, flights, everything so far. So they've been really good about that.
So far, no American clans made it to any of the European CPLs. Do you have any plans to make it to one?
Oh, definitely. We're definitely looking at going to at least one for sure this year, hopefully, wherever they have them in Europe.
Speaking of events outside of America, provided the World Cyber Games dates don't clash with the next CPL, would you be willing to give that a shot?
Oh, for sure, definitely. World Cyber Games has always been something we've wanted to do, and last year was just unfortunate they were held on the same dates.
X3 won $25,000 at the last CPL event. Did you have any kind of group use for the money, to travel expenses, or was it just for personal use?
Well, after the CPL, we basically just decided to take a break from CS, and eventually we broke up. So now we all kept the money and spent it, in different places.
You talked about the top European teams. In comparison to last year, when there was 8 of the top 12 went to European teams, there are only 6 at this event. So how many top 8 spots do you think they'd take?
I think they're going to take a good bit like they did last year, so we'll just have to see what happens at the CPL. Maybe there could be some surprises. Who knows?
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Ksharp, for your time.
All right, thank you.